What's poppin', man? Hey, look, man. What's poppin'? What's goody? Go with y'all boys.
Oh,
In
no.
such a way that
No,
her
no,
bones
no, no,
cracked.
no, 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 no.
A bad feeling rushed through me. My instincts told me something was about to
Shoot
happen.
her.
She suddenly dropped her jacket to the floor.
Oh!
Jeez.
Hey, man. 3 true
So
7-Eleven
this
horror
happened about
stories.
3
Let's
weeks
get
ago,
right into
and I
it.
still
Come on.
haven't fully shaken it off. My name's Carl.
Shout out
I'm
Carl.
35, recently divorced, and had to move back into the city after things fell apart with my wife.
Dang.
I landed a job working the late night shift at a 7-Eleven in downtown LA. Not the nicest part, I'll be real with you. The area was rough and filled with addicts.
Bro, if you
and
at a
thugs.
7-Eleven in the
I
hood,
needed
bro.
the money, and I figured I could
GG,
handle
bro.
it. I'd worked
You go
security
get
gigs
robbed,
before.
bro.
I dealt with my fair share of drunks, addicts, and weirdos, but nothing, and I mean nothing, prepared me for what happened that night.
But I ain't gonna lie, hold on, y'all. Cause I'm scary, bro. I don't like these videos, but I seen this video and I was like, I gotta watch it, bro. Yeah, I don't like these videos, bro. I'm already scared. He ain't even say nothing.
It was a Tuesday, around 1 a.m. The store was
1
almost
a.m.
empty,
though.
with one customer every 2 or 3 hours. I was restocking the gum rack behind the counter when I heard the door chime. I glanced up and saw this woman walking in. She walked in slowly, lanky, maybe in her mid-40s, with greasy black hair tied in a messy bun.
Yo, that's a real base
Her
head.
clothes hung off her like loose paper. She wore a puffy green jacket over a dirty tank top, and her jeans were soaked around the ankles like she'd been through dusty, muddy alleys. Her eyes were darting around, jittery but hollow, and
Nah,
she spread
bro.
this reeking smell all around the store.
Ew.
From her appearance, it wasn't hard to guess that she belonged to the Skid Row area. She mumbled something I couldn't make out and wandered toward the snack aisle. I kept an eye on her. We got tweakers in all the time, usually harmless, sometimes loud, sometimes annoying. But this one felt off. She wasn't browsing, she was just grabbing random stuff. Candy bars, trail mix, even a frozen burrito, just shoving it all into her arms.
How you go
sense of urgency,
heat up that frozen
like
burrito?
she was on a mission but didn't know why. After a few minutes, she approached the counter. She plopped the pile in front of me and started fishing through her pockets. They were empty. She looked up and muttered,
I have no money.
So how you go
They're hungry too.
I was confused.
How you go get this?
Who are they? She pointed toward the door.
Who at the
My
door?
friends. Can't let them starve.
I looked past her. There was no one outside. Just the flicker of a busted street lamp and a pile of trash bags swaying in the wind.
Oh no.
Look, I can cover one item for you if you're really hungry, but I can't give you all this for free. She didn't move, just blinked twice, very slowly, like an animatronic.
But they're hungry too.
There was a sudden shift in her voice.
You can't
Look,
get the food.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I can give you only one
You can't get
thing
all
for
that
free.
for your
You have to
imaginary
pay for the rest.
friends.
Her
They can't
eyes
even eat
twitched,
it.
and she moved her shoulder
Oh
in such a way that her bones cracked.
no.
A bad feeling rushed through me. My instincts told me something was about to
Shoot
happen.
her.
She suddenly dropped her jacket to the floor.
Oh!
Jesus. Her arms were covered in rotting patches of skin that hung like wet tissue. Deep purple veins bulged out like thick worms, and there were old needle marks, hundreds of them. Some still oozed pus. But what truly messed me up was the way she smiled, like she was proud to show me what she'd become. I took a step back instinctively. Ma'am, I need you to leave now.
I never leave hungry.
What you mean?
Saying
You gonna
this,
leave hungry
she started
today?
scratching. Hard,
Ew,
frantic, nails digging so deep into her arms that skin began to peel.
You nasty beast.
She moaned softly, like she liked it. She scratched so fiercely that a flap of rotted skin ripped off. I'm not exaggerating. She literally tore off a strip of her own flesh, held it up like a slice of jerky, and put it in her mouth. She looked at me with this blank stare, chewing. chewing, blood dripping down her chin.
Ew.
The chewing didn't even sound right. It was wet and slow, like cartilage grinding between teeth. Her mouth opened a bit wider than it should have. I heard something snap in her jaw. I couldn't hold the bile rising in my throat. I puked. My legs went weak. All I could say was, "Jesus Christ." I grabbed the phone and called the cops. My hands were shaking so
Bro, the laws
badly I
ain't
could
doing
barely
much,
press the
bro.
numbers.
They not gonna do
She dropped
much.
the rest of the food on the ground and began walking slowly toward the counter.
No.
Her voice turned low, not like a whisper.
Bro,
but like
that's a
something
gun. That's a
underneath her
zombie. Like,
voice
you-
was talking too.
He said they'll come in. If I feed them.
I had no idea what the hell she was talking about, but I wasn't
Bro,
about
at
to
1
wait
a.m.,
to
bro,
find
that
out.
would've freaked
I grabbed
me.
the fire extinguisher
Spray her
from behind
down.
the counter
Spray her
just
down.
in case things got ugly.
Spray her down.
Right as I reached the register,
Nice.
I heard sirens
Nice.
outside. She stopped. Her head twitched violently to the side like a broken doll. She looked at the door, then back at me, then let out this guttural, animalistic growl.
Ew, 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 ew.
She dropped to her knees and started slapping herself. When the cops came in, she was still hitting herself, screaming and laughing at the same time. They had to restrain her to take her away. She fought like a rabid dog the whole
Oh
time,
my God.
screaming about
That bitch
the
got
hungry
rabies.
ones in the dark
She got
and how
rabies,
she
bruh.
fed them enough to last the night. They sedated her and took her to a hospital. Later that morning, a cop came back to take my statement. He said she was likely in the middle of a severe drug-induced psychosis. They ran her prints and found out she'd been arrested before,
Oh
years
my
ago,
gosh.
for trying to bite a woman's face in a soup kitchen bathroom.
No way.
This was the worst episode they'd seen. She's currently in a psychiatric ward. And
Trying
since
to
that
bite
night,
somebody's
I've been
face
locking the
off?
store doors at midnight and only serving through the glass window. I don't care what corporate says. I'm not
On me.
putting myself in that situation again.
Forget corporate, boy. And you got a driveway. I
So
said
this
driveway,
happened
drive
about
through.
2
That's
weeks
good.
ago,
That's
and I still
good.
get chills
That's
thinking
real
about
good.
it. I swear I'm never stopping at a 7-Eleven that late again. It was around midnight, possibly a little later. I was on my way home from a boring
Well, it's always
party
a
that my friend
7-Eleven
had forced
though,
me to
bro.
attend. I hadn't eaten all day and was seriously craving snacks. Hot Cheetos, gummy worms, the whole shebang. So I pulled into this random 7-Eleven that was open along my route. The area was dead quiet, with barely working streetlights. I pulled over,
Oh.
got out, and walked in.
Yo, she just
The first
pulled.
thing I noticed
Yo.
was how quiet the store was. No music, no cashier, just the soft humming from the fridges. A handwritten sign rested on the counter. It read, "Gone for a smoke. Be back soon." I felt a little relieved.
I'm gone.
figuring the guy had just stepped out for a minute.
I'm gone.
I started walking toward the candy aisle
If
when
that
I saw
ever
this kid standing near the freezer.
see,
He was maybe
see, nah, random kid is in there, nobody in there. He going out for a smoke. Hey, brother.
9 or
Some
10.
people,
Skinny, pale.
some
He was
people's
wearing an
brains just
oversized
don't
hoodie
work.
and black jeans. The boy was just standing there, unmoving, staring at the ice cream freezer like he was in a trance. I kind of smiled at him, thinking, poor dude, must be waiting for his dad or something. Suddenly, he noticed me
Oh
and smiled
shoot, you
back.
can't do that. You can't
But
do that.
I don't know. Something about it made me uncomfortable. His smile didn't reach his eyes. And
What
those
you mean?
eyes, kind of glossy with something off behind them. Have you ever seen someone smile with dead eyes? It hits different. I shrugged it off and started grabbing some snacks and drinks, acting normal. But every time I looked back, I saw him taking
Oh
slow
no
steps
no
toward
no
me.
no no no
His
no
eyes
no
were
no
following
no.
me around. At first, it was subtle, like I'd be in the chip aisle and he'd be standing 2 feet away. I'd move to the drinks, boom, he was right behind me again, not saying anything.
I'm not gonna
just
lie though.
watching.
That right there would have made me run out with the snacks. Like, run out with the snacks, and I'm in my car. I'm scared. I'm running for my life. Free food.
At this point, I
You know what I'm
was like,
saying?
Hey,
You know what I'm
what the hell
saying?
is this kid doing? Then, out of nowhere, he said, "Do you live alone?"
Whoa.
I paused, turned slowly.
What you mean?
What?
He stared, didn't blink, then asked, "How often do you lock your windows?"
Yo.
I'm not kidding. My whole body locked up. I tried to laugh it off, like...
Dude, that's kind of a creepy thing to ask.
He just kept staring. "Your bedroom faces the street, right?" Now I was panicking
No way.
inside.
How he know
I
that?
pretended to text someone on my phone, trying to make it look like someone was waiting for me, but he was still standing there, still watching. So I started walking toward the door, fast. I figured I'd just dip and hit a different store, but before I even reached the exit, I felt something wrap around my wrist.
Oh,
The kid
no.
hugged me from behind, and tightly.
Punch him. Elbow him.
I
Something.
straight up screamed and yanked myself away. His grip was too strong for a 10-year-old. My whole body went ice cold.
Punch him.
My
That's
skin
not no kid. I'm
crawled
punching
like
him.
I just touched something
Dead in his
foul.
face, bruh.
I turned around and shoved him back, yelling.
Back off! Did your parents not teach you manners?
His face
No.
turned red with
No.
rage, like a switch flipped
No.
inside of his head. His smile twisted into this pissed-off, twitchy expression. I swear, his eyes twitched and his jaw clenched so
Bro, hit
hard
that
it looked
dough.
painful.
Hit
He
that
didn't even
dough.
say anything, just bent down, grabbed a soda can off the floor, and launched it straight at my forehead. I heard the
Oh
clank
my
before I
gosh,
felt it.
you
My
dummy.
vision started to blur as I collapsed onto the floor, screaming.
No.
I touched my temple and immediately noticed my palms were covered in warm blood. I started crying for help. I crawled behind a shelf, half dizzy, and that freak was just standing
My
there,
light turned up.
breathing heavily, just watching me suffer like it was a damn game.
Bro, heck no. She should have been out that door when she got the hands off.
Right then, the front door swung open and the cashier bolted in.
Oh, thank you.
It was a guy in his 40s who looked winded and terrified. He must have heard me screaming. He froze when he saw the kid. The boy didn't wait another second. He ran off into the dark highway. The cashier helped me get up and I kept crying.
I don't know what's wrong with that kid. He just behaved so badly and then threw this.
But the cashier cut me off with a shocked face and said, "That's not a kid. He's a dwarf. He's been lurking here for hours."
That's
My
a
heart
dwarf?
dropped. That explained why he had so much strength. It took everything I had to free myself from his grasp.
I'm not gonna lie. He
The
might
cashier
be
was
in
a
a
good
car.
guy. He
You
gave me a
feel me?
wet cloth to press against my bleeding head while he called the cops and paramedics. When the cops came, I was dizzy from blood loss. They sent me to the hospital
scary
and
dwarf
questioned
is
the
crazy,
cashier
though.
for every bit of detail they could get about that terrifying man. It took 3 stitches to stop the bleeding. I stayed
Dang.
at the hospital for a week. The cops visited me there for follow-up questions. On the 4th day, when I was feeling a little better, the cashier came to see me. He apologized for what had happened and said he felt responsible for leaving the store unattended. I told him none of it was his fault. 2 weeks have gone by, and that man still hasn't been caught.
Oh,
I keep my
that boy know exactly where her... Oh my
windows
God.
locked at all times now. I even installed a doorbell camera just in case. Sometimes, when it's raining out at night with thunderstorms and lightning, I get nightmares. I see myself lying in bed, and the man is standing over me, sucking blood from my wound.
Oh, nah. Oh,
I'm not a
nah.
writer. I don't even consider myself a conversationalist.
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. That... Ooh, imagine a dwarf, though. Like, your girl middle of the night trying to get some snacks. And then you hear her get, you know, almost taken by a dwarf. Nah, that's crazy, bro. Hey, if you enjoyed that video, man, give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'm out this thing. Ooh, that's crazy. Stay blessed, stay positive. Like always, man, take care of yourself. I'm going, deuces.